So this technique is great for emotional stress. Whenever I'm like a quick fix, in fact, for you that are in the psychological, you'll know that the class, I think it's 2 or 3, we have emotional quick fix. These are beginning endpoints on the face. They're also used in emotional freedom technique. However, you generally are only needing one of them. So what you can do is, I'll demonstrate this for self-help. I'm going to think of a stressor, okay? And I already told you about, oh God, I got to do my income taxes, okay? Now, I just flipped up. This is another way to put something in circuit. You can stroke up right at the third eye, and now I don't have to think about my taxes anymore, but I'm going to touch points and see when I go forward. Not going forward there, okay? Oh, I'm going forward on gallbladder. Okay, so gallbladder 1 is the point that clears that. So again, I'm rolling back. I go to triple warmer 23. Nope. I can go to bladder 1. Nope. I don't have to go further, but I'm just demonstrating on this. So let's go to large intestine 20. Nope. See, these are beginning and end points on the face. They're yang meridians and then central and governing. But when I go to gallbladder 1, that's the point. So you can, generally, it's stomach 1. That's the most common, but mine didn't work, but it likes gallbladder 1. So now I tap as I think of the upset. I'll let my eyes move around as well. And by the way, often if you're tapping with your thumb on the ring finger, that's the emotion finger, that gives you an extra boost. So I'm breathing as I look around, thinking about my taxes. Now before it was like, ugh, my taxes, but I'm actually thinking, this could be a fun project. I could knock this out like in the first week of January. I'm still waiting for my refund from last year because I didn't get my taxes filed in June. So now I'm thinking the positive points of this. Yeah, if I get a refund, I can get it faster. And actually, I can probably find someone that can do it for me. So now I'm getting creative solutions, see? So now think about my taxes again. I can drop this back down, take it out of circuit. Don't have to, because now when I think about my taxes, I'm like moving forward. So you could do this for any upset. And there's times where I've been like just ready to kill somebody. And before I got my gun out, I don't have a gun, but before I was like ready to do damage that could get me in prison, I would start tapping here and just focusing on whatever's coming up. Usually it was stomach 1, as I said, but you can test to find out which point. And then within 30 seconds, I'd be like, oh, I'm chill. I can handle it. I don't have to attack the person. Then I can come from a more loving, accepting place to communicate with them in a way that gets results. Because that's what it's really all about, people. It's about being in a state of love and unconditional love. I'm in a stock trading group, and they posted Warren Buffett. He's like one of the best investor of all time. And it's his 10 rules for success. His rule number 10 is become unconditionally loving. And I think we talk about this in the psychological course, the realm of, I'll pull it out here. Yeah, in our psychological course, we cover the map of consciousness from David Hawkins. And what I think all life is really about is moving up in higher levels of consciousness. And he's got, love, joy, peace, and to enlightenment. And so I believe that, even when we have difficult people that we come across, and at least challenging for us, it's an opportunity to say, hey, how can I become more accepting, more unconditionally loving, and communicate in a way that brings about more peace? There's times where people will do things, it's like, this was not acceptable, this is not cool. And you need to really communicate that you felt violated, and you have a request of that they stop doing that, or that you need to perhaps terminate the relationship. But I always wish them well, because I've had a conflict with somebody this last week. And I said, I could really get into it with him, but I said, I really wish you well on your journey. And I felt like, God, I've released my stress. There's a technique we also cover in the psychological called the victimization technique. If you feel you've been victimized, it basically uses the same tapping points, but there is a affirmation you add to that. And so affirmations are one of the most powerful ways to install a new neuroassociation. So when you think of somebody or something, instead of you getting tripped into a reactive mind pattern, you get tripped or actually move forward, literally in your brain, to an attitude of peace, of love, of acceptance. And those are very important principles.